Welcome, everybody, to this week's update. The reason why I didn't say welcome to Mystreme's update or welcome to OneDoor Studios update is because this update today is actually both. We do have a lot of crossover from our investors. A lot of Mystreme investors are investors in the calculator project we have, and vice versa. So we thought we'd hit this with one shot today. So the biggest news on the Mystreme front is you may have gone on to WeFunder and seen that our Mystreme race has a countdown ticker on it.
Yeah, who put
Roughly.
that?
Yeah, that is because this round one on WeFunder is coming to a close. Oftentimes when we do raises or when companies do raises, they start with a round one. And what happens when you open a round is there's a huge surge at the beginning. And then there's the period which marker is called kind of the doldrums, where it just slowly creeps up. And then you have a close where there's a sudden surge of investors coming in. So we are going to close in roughly 30 days at September 30th. And then we will begin preparations for round two. Guys, we really don't know exactly when round two will open, do we?
It'll be soon afterwards. We have a few things we need to do, get ready for that round that will, we think, blow people's socks off, as they say. We're real excited about them. But yeah, now it'll be ticking. So if you want to get in on this round, now's the time to do it for sure. But don't panic, because there is a new round opening soon, and we want to see you. Keep seeing you.
Yeah. And during the close, we've been working on some relationships with other companies. Instead of just simply trying to build everything up from ground zero, we actually have been establishing relationships with other companies, and some of them aren't completely set yet, but gives us time to work on those relationships and to really get things ready for the next round. So you have to the end of this month, end of September, to get your spot in Mystreme. Please don't miss out. Don't miss your opportunity. And then there will be round two coming shortly after. A few weeks, could be a month, something like that. Don't have an exact time frame yet. All right. Anything else on the Mystreme front we want to cover before we cover Calculated, guys?
Maybe not. But you'll know when the reopen will come, because
Yeah,
the
well,
keep coming, and you'll know it before anyone else does.
and in between rounds, we'll still continue to update folks. We still continue to do these videos and let you guys know what's coming up, in the coming weeks, so you won't be in the dark. All right, on the Calculated front, so the writer strike is still looming. So we have some things on our activity projections for this film that we are working on, which is developing co-production relationships. And so the team is heading to TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival, this month. I'm not going to steal anybody's thunder. I want you guys to talk about it. Paul, talk about it, because you've got some great relationships also. Take it, Paul.
Yeah. Hey, in anticipation of TIFF, I've actually been sharing our pitch materials, specifically our amazing deck, which I think most of our audience today has not seen yet because it's confidential. But I've been taking this around and meeting with A-list producer friends, and they're saying they've never seen a cooler deck. So our pitch materials, our presentation for Calculated is amazing. We're expecting some great reaction up there at TIFF. Toronto International Film Festival is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. Is that right, John? Is it the biggest one in the world?
Yeah, globally.
Close to it.
Yeah, people don't know about it that well if you're not part of the industry. But they have a whole section that's really focused on the industry, and then it continues on for the festival goers to kind of enjoy all the screenings. A lot of studio pictures that are released at TIFF, and a lot of business going on while people are doing the festival stuff.
The point is, we're going to TIFF for our kind of initial coming out party, because nobody other than our internal team has seen what we're up to. And other than these few producers that I've been getting together with here in LA. So this will be a chance to start to show who we are, what we're up to, and get some initial interest from different studios, from foreign distributors, from potential co-production partners. Lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, there's 6 weeks later, there's another major. It's not a film festival. It's just a buying event that's in Los Angeles. We'll be there as well. That's it only lasts, I think, 5 or 6 days, and it's in LA at the end of November.
Talking about AFM?
Yeah, AFM.
And
American Film Market.
we actually did something. We just completed something called the Rippo-matic for the movie, which is when you want to show what a movie is, you create a movie trailer. But how do you create a movie trailer for a movie that's never been filmed? So with the use of techniques like we filmed some stuff actually, as well as using Unreal Engine, as well as some AI generated footage, as well as it's a lot of tricks used to make a movie trailer for a movie that doesn't exist yet. And we finished that, and it just rips, and it's going to be an amazing representation.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah, no pun intended.
You know, you did you rip anything from other movies though?
I did a little bit. Yeah, a little bit from Tenet, and
okay,
there's a
that's where the word
element.
"rip" comes from. Rip-o-matic, right?
You take footage from old movies that have similar scenes, and you put it in. That's why it has to be internal. It can't be. It's it's copyrighted material, so it can only be shown among producers. So, but that's done, and we wish we could show you, but so
it's really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
And we want to extend an invitation to our investors and fans, because at every event we've gone to thus far, inevitably, some of our investors, small and large, love to show up and just to greet us there and have books signed. I don't know. Is Nova going to this, guys?
Not TIFF.
Not TIFF. Okay.
Well, she may show up. She keeps surprising us.
She might show up.
And by the way, if you show up to TIFF or AFM in LA, we'll show you the Rippo.
There you go.
We'll show you
there you go. And the rest of the deck. The rest of the deck. All right. So to keep us rolling, on the book front, there's some international stuff going on with the book, Jay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Nova, and I have been working as a team on launching. It's basically a crowdfunding kind of an idea to get translations of the book going in other countries, because it takes money to do that and the publishing and all that. But it's been blowing up, like ridiculously so. In fact, just yesterday, Nova got a contract with one of the top publishers in Korea. We've got 14 languages now. We started, I think, with 10. Now we're up to 14. We're going to aim at starting with Chinese and Arabic and Urdu. And then now we've got publishers from, in Farsi from Iran, and Portuguese and Spanish and Italian. One of the top translators in Italian read, calculated, and he's super picky. And he was like, I am in. He only does one a year, and he's like, I'm in. I love this property.
Sweet. Oh, awesome. That sounds like great news. It's kind of like I'm sorry, I love gardening, and so this whole project to me seems like the plant right before harvest stage, where there's just an awful lot of growth that starts happening, and it feels like we're there with Calculated. A lot of growth happening globally with this. With
relationships. So prophetic. Plant the seed.
Plant the seed. There we go.
It's good.
All right. Well, I think that's the big news we have for this week. So once again, Mystreme, end of this month, end of September, the round is closing. Get on this round, and we'll be having round 2 shortly after. And then TIFF, come visit us in TIFF. We want to see you there.
Hyatt Regency, downtown Toronto, and they switched the hotel this year for AFM. I think it's at the La Meridian, not where it's been the last few years. Anyway, we'll let you know, because that's a ways away. We'll have other updates.
Great. That's it, guys. And Paul, thanks again for joining us. So glad you're on our team. And we'll see you guys again for our next update. Ciao.
Hey, Jen.